Hey, welcome. Hi, Bella. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Renee. How you doing, Renee? Hope everything's okay. So, welcome to our Q&A. We've got a few questions to go through today. I know I've called this Metaballs because that's the most interesting part to me. But it is like question 3, so we'll get there. Let's start. So, question 1, which is from Bella, and it's how would you delete part of a vector with pixel? Now then, this is a good one. So I'll start with this one, which is the planet. These here. And what I'm going to do is select the donut layer and then go to the pixel persona and just use the eraser. Not that big. Right there. You literally delete the vector as you see here. This isn't very precise though. Doing this way. This is like the real old way of doing it. I'll show you some other different ways. But that is how you would have done it. Now, how you just go. Question: have the iPad updated too? Yes, as of today, it's gone to 2.6. So they are available on the App Store. I'll just show you option 2, which will actually come into another question later on. But here we go. So what we're going to do this time is swap back to Designer, obviously. And we'll select both these layers so you can see all the blue lines that connect the planet and the donut. And then we're just going to pick the shape builder down here. And all you do is go from the purple to the purple. And I forgot to put, you press add, then you press the purple to the purple. Let me do that again. So go to shape builder, make sure your layers are selected, go to shape builder, press plus, and then join these two like that. And there we go. And that will be very precise. Like if you zoom in, the edges will be completely perfect. So that's probably the newest way of doing it. And then slightly older than that, there's another way. This way for a little bit before Shape Builder kicked in. So I'll show you this now. So we select both our layers, go to the move tool this time, and then go, I forgot where it is now. Wait there. Oh yeah, no, yeah. You got to this plus up here, and it comes up with a list. And one of them is called divide. These are the Boolean options if you've used them. And we're after divide. So when you click divide, it'll actually separate into all these pieces. And obviously we're just looking to delete this one. That's not a good option. I'm gonna have to join these two. That one and that one. Because how's that gonna do? As you can see, this isn't a good way to do it. Use the shape builder. Just like that. Like that. Just making it work now. There we go. So now you got that same result, but without sheet builder. Even though sheet builders, the much easier way to do it nowadays. So there we go. There's the 3 ways that you would delete a vector. So that's that question. Hopefully that answered everything. Let's go to question builder. Question 2 on sheet builder. Can you do a refresh on sheet builder? Which I just did. But I will show you some more. So let's go to these 3 circles. Just here. And we'll select them individually. Like this. Now sheet builder, like I say, it comes up plus and minus. And you can do, I'll show you both of these. So we're just going to go with the plus first. Now, if you want it to be all joined and all yellow, start from the yellow and then join them all. That will join them all, as you've seen. I'll go back a second. If you wanted it to be purple, you could join these ones first and then these ones. That would be as one shape, as you see, but purple now. Just go back. The other way that you can do sheet builder is the minus, this one. And this takes away the pieces that we don't want. So, let's say this purple piece here, we don't want that. And we don't want this one and this one. So we're left with that shape, as you see. Go back, do it the other way. So we'll get rid of just the minus on the sheet builder. We'll get rid of this yellow and this yellow. And then we'll get rid of these purple bits. And as you can see, we're left with just that purple shape. That's sort of like using actual shapes with shape builder. However, there is another thing you can do with shape builder. Just put these circles back. And I'll go to our next demo, which is this. It's sort of like an A. These are all streaks. I'll just go into every layer and select every layer. Now, a lot of other art programs do this differently, but on this one, we're going to go to Sheet Builder and minus, and this only works on streaks. So, if the line is intersecting, as you can see here, and you don't want the bits that have gone too far out, like this one, it might work. It doesn't work again. No, I took off minus. Yes, you can get rid of that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Like that, you can get rid of all the outside external lines. However, when it comes to internal lines, just reading your question, Renee, wondering what the tiny black spot on the circles was. I'll have to go back, I can't remember. Oh, turned out to be a bit of dust. Yeah, I do that all the time. So let me show you what happens with internal lines. So we've got them all selected as we did, and you can get rid of these externals. But when you go to do the same thing with internals, this will happen. The whole A disappears. There is a way around this. You only select the lines that you need. So let's do this top piece. See, we need those ones that are a little blue. And then you can just go down the outsides of the top sheet. And then these bottom ones. And this one, and this one. So those 3 lines are what's needed. You can just come in and go, I don't want that one, I don't want that one, I don't want that one, and I don't want that one. So you're left with the A, which is perfect. Just like that. Not exactly perfect because I haven't done it right, but you get the idea. Did I? Oh yeah. So the classic thing of using shape butter, which was stunning to people at the start, was all these circular rings and joining them. So we'll go in, we'll select all the layers, and we'll I forgot what you call it, but we'll link these circles together. So I've got all the layers selected. I'll go to shape builder, and this time I'll go to add, and then we join the bits we want to join up. So you say like this red piece here, and we'll join that one, and then maybe this green one down here. But then we'll need to do this blue one and this blue one, and there we go. Nicely interlinked circles. They will link like a chain. If I went too fast there, I'll get back. So select all the layers, like all the circles. Go into shape builder, go to plus, and then join the pieces that you want to show through. So the red one, I want this bit to be joined, but not that piece down the bottom. On the green one, this piece to be joined, but not that top piece. And then on the blue, we want these to be joined and these to be joined. So now we've got interlinking circles. Just like that is like a chain. So that is that one. Hopefully that was enough on shape builder. I'll go to the next question, which is Bella again. And this is quite funny. So, could we have something on combine boolean, which is a thing itself, which I'll see. And I was like, oh, metables. I love doing metables. And it's like, what's metables? And that's why I named the live stream What's Metables as such. Because that is a good point. So I'll show you the compound first with these circles. So separately, we'll just move these circles together. Just like this. There we go. So we've got these circles and we want to join them all as one shape. We go to Move tool, into our Boolean options, select all layers, sorry. Then go to Move tool, Boolean options, and if you just press add, you'll see it just makes one shape. So that is one shape now, and you can't do anything else with it. So it's just that shape. Now if I go back, so we got our three shapes again, all separate. Yes. But this time, when we've selected all the layers, we go to Move tool, into the Boolean options, and then we'll hold down add instead of just pressing it and see what happens. So you hold down add, and that layer suddenly becomes something called a compound. What's a compound? So just like add, it's now one shape, just like this, but it's a compound shape, which means it's got its own internal layers, as you can see here, and each one of these shapes is separate. And the advantage of that is that you can still move the layers. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Yeah, as you can see, you can take it right out of the shape, put it back in the shape, and then quickly join back on. So that's how that works. which is very interesting when you want to. You don't quite know where you want that shape added, but you know you want that kind of shape there. The other thing that you can do, let's choose that middle one. So if we add a shape, and let's choose a triangle. So we'll just put this triangle here. If that's inside the compound, which it is, what you'll find is that this shape now join onto that shape, just like that. And you can add that wherever you like. The beauty of through compound stuff, just add. So that's how compound works. Now, what's a metal ball? So I've gone to ChatGPT, GPT, sorry, and I've asked, can you describe metal balls? Because I wasn't quite sure how to explain it. I know what it is as such, I just didn't know how to explain it. So it says here, metal balls are a type of surface, yada yada yada. So basically, they're like a fluid. So, oh shit, I'll show you. This is like easier. Well, that's the full description. If anyone wants, pause the stream and have a look. But yeah, think of it as a liquid, which is what I'll show you now. So I've got those three balls like before. I'm just gonna join them in together now. So without the stroke, they look like they're part of the same shape already. Very weird. I don't know why I didn't put the stroke on there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it a compound again. So we're gonna go to Move Tool, select all the layers actually, go to Move Tool, into Boolean Options, and hold down Add. So it becomes this one shape, which is a compound. So you can still move these pieces apart, like so. However, what we're now going to do is go to this little tool up here called Contour. We're going to make sure we've selected the right layer name. Right, now we've selected the compound, we can go to Contour and shrink it down. And as you can see already, it's become kind of liquidy. So we're just going to shrink that down a tiny bit. But what we're going to do is go back into our individual shapes and then pull it apart, and you'll see it's very much more liquidy as it joins the shape. Just like that. And that is become a metal ball. Looks like an alien head. I suppose it does. Just like that. But this is very handy, especially for doing things like drips and stuff. So you could get that drip. Now the interesting thing about metal balls is actually I'm going to the fill tool and just make this a fill, and we'll make it different colors. Why isn't it making different colors? That's pretty odd. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong layer. Let's do that again. Now I'm on the compound. I'm gonna make these different colors because it'll help see what I mean. So now it's all different colors. When you move the individual shape, like say, as you move it around, it becomes whatever colour's closest to it. So it's kind of like liquid, like I said. And the other beauty of this is, like the contour, you could add more shapes into this. So if we wanted to do that triangle again, can you see it's got a blue outline? That's the contour. So you know that it's in the combined layer, but it's contoured. So when we move it towards shape, it'll start liquidating towards that shape. And like I said, as we move it around, it'll be take on the colour of what it's close to. Just like that. And this is very, very handy for drips and things. Because let's get that one so it looks really drippy. And smooth all the shapes on it. So get them like this. Just move that one like this. Now, if we go to the compound itself and say convert to curves, what you'll find is that you're given the nodes as if they're already dripped. So I mean, so although we haven't got our compound contour anymore, you have got the shape that's already got the drips extra, and you can just move the node just like with normal. But instead of you having to make that drip, it's already made that drip for you. So that's like very cool. A blowfish. Yeah, blowing bubbles. All those things are very true. I love demoing this. That's why I called the stream this. It's very cool. So that's Medibles. Going on to our next question. The next question's from Bella again. And it's all about the t-shirt designs and all that T-Public kind of stuff. So I've actually set something up for this, and we're gonna design another t-shirt, and we're gonna use some things from this lesson to do this. So what I'm gonna do is come out there and go into this. This is already, if I go into resize, you'll see it's already 5,000 pixels by 55,000 pixels. So it's basically already the size for a t-shirt logo. And I've already done the ice cream, as you can see up here on the top. And I've done it using the same contour, compound contour that we were just using, just making it. But I thought I'd walk you back through. Just gonna select it here. Just gonna go into 2.6. Can you remember round rectangle was the second option? Then it was the ellipse tool. They've moved them all around. And it confused the hell out of me first. So I'm just gonna like that. Draw an ellipse like so. Yeah, by there. And bring this so it sits just about there. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Actually, we'll just resize it a little, because when we contour it, it will shrink it down. So always remember that. Now, I'm gonna make all the other bits. So, just gonna go into the ellipse tool again and make more ellipses, like so. In fact, I'm gonna make a duplicate of that, so that we got two balls down here. move these balls into place. One here, and the other one right here. That's perfect. And we're gonna grab all those layers. Go to Move Tool, go into the boolean options, and say Add into a compound. So it makes that first initial shape. But we're not happy with that yet. So what we're gonna do is we're still on compound here. We're gonna contour it now. Shrink it down just a little bit. But we're gonna have to string it down and then bring the size back up. So go to the mute tool, bring the size back up. Actually, it looks like a little ghost right now. And then shrink it down just right there. And then we can add the drips. So we'll go into our compound. This already got the contour on it, as you can see from here. If I move this circle, we can see all the drips. It's actually, on the original, it's a bit bigger, which means this one's going to be a bit bigger. This is what I was saying about being able to move it in live, so you can find out sort of exactly where you are. Now we're going to add these drips, so we're going to go back into our shape and then find our tier, and we're going to draw out the tier. Remember that you have to do it bigger than usual, because that blue line is where it should be, and as you can see, it's not as big as what it should be because of the contour. But as we bring it in, you'll see it starts that drippy pressure. Make that a little bit smaller and wider, just trying to match the reference up there. Duplicate. So I'm gonna get slightly bigger on the side. So I'm just gonna raise it up. And there you go. And then we need 2 more little trips each side. So do this one. I'm gonna have to resize it and bring it up here. Do it on to this space. We'll just duplicate that to the other side. Just like that. Perfect. That's actually better than the original. But hey. And I would have just added shadows and whatever. But we don't have to do that because I've already done what I made earlier. So I'm just going to delete what we just done and just add in the one I did earlier. So you can see we don't need, I'll keep pressing it. We don't need that little one anymore. We just want that one. We're going to move it up into the middle. And then you would add text around it using these templates I showed you last time. But I've already made text for this particular one to save us some time. So now we just got to add the ice cream in where we want. So meltdown in progress. It's quite good. Like that. So I've just done a sandwich, as you can see. So it's text, image, text. They call it a sandwich. Oh, I'm just reading your question. Okay. If the bulbs were in green, it would give the look of liquid metal. Like a Terminator. Yes, exactly. So this design is actually ready to go for a t-shirt. So I'm just gonna export that. You can just leave it in the camera roll and go to TeePublic, so you can put this online now. It'll be one of the ones available to get right now, and it'll be a nice refresher for how this goes again. So go into TeePublic. It's already logged me in as such, I think. So if I go to account, yeah, it's already got all my details. So I can just go upload art and go to add the file in the photo library. This one, done. Take a few seconds, but it'll get it ready for putting onto all the mock-ups. There's our design there. Your image isn't large enough to support all of our wall options. Really? Okay. Well, I don't want your wall options. I just want t-shirt. So I'm gonna name this one Meltdown in Progress. Put a little description of ice cream having a meltdown. Just a little. And the main tag is hopefully going to be ice cream, because that's what people are looking for. Would put it. What other options? I think dessert came up then, didn't it? Yeah. So dessert and food. Other options. Ice cream we've already got. This button. Funny quote. Humor. It is. We don't have to add everything. That'll do actually. Gonna put it in my funny album. So like that. And this design doesn't contain any mature content. And just choose the default color. Which on this one, do we want black? No. Do we want pink? Oh, I didn't make those transparent. Just gonna go back. Yeah, forget that for now. Let's go back to Affinity Designer. If you don't get good tags, it can't draw people to lines. So maybe I need to look at that a bit more closer. So I'll do that later. I can be bored, but it will be up there later. So going back to the Q&A for more questions. If anyone's got any more questions, etc., you can always join the Discord. Ask questions in there. Why is that come up again? Very odd. I've got these things that should be going on, and they're not coming up. So I have to manually put them on. So there's the socials. And this one is, I think it shows the TeePublic with some older designs there. You covered mine. Did I? Without even trying. But yeah, I'll have to look into that a bit further. But is there any other Q&As for tonight? I know we covered a lot. We actually got through it a lot faster than I thought. Especially on sheet builder. No questions, Renee? Okay. Anyone else? If not, I'm gonna call it there. And I will see you next week for more fun and games. Remember to ask your questions in the Discord and Q&A, and I will answer on there. No one's got any questions? Okay, that's cool. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.